Hi, I'm Don Carr, and this is the Orange Micro Dark. The Micro Dark is a 1.72 pound amplifier. Okay, watch, I'll pick it up with my pinky. I mean, this thing is tiny. And you heard how big it sounds in the intro. It's actually 20 watts. The Micro Dark is a hybrid. It's a tube preamp using 112AX7 and a solid state power amp. So that's one of the reasons that you can get 20 watts in something so light. So it's a pretty simple setup, but they did manage to cram a lot of features in this tiny little box. You've got an input here, gain control, and the shape control. The shape control is your EQ. What it does is as you turn it this way, it pronounces more mids and kind of shaves off some highs and lows. And as you turn it this way, it does the exact opposite. You've got less mids, more highs and lows. And then you've got your master volume control and a headphone out. And the headphone out is cabinet simulated, and so it's also great for direct recording or practice, either one. And the fact that it's a solid state amp means that you can unplug it from the speaker completely and play with the headphones only, or you can play with both of them at the same time. And moving to the back panel, you've got a buffered effects loop, which is actually low impedance. And I've got a reverb pedal plugged in, so that was the reverb you were hearing in the intro. There's actually not reverb on the amp, but the effects loop is so nice, I mean, it just really sounds smooth. And then the speaker output, which can be anywhere from 8 to 16 ohms, that's another advantage of having a solid state power amp. The Micro Dark also comes with an external power supply, and lastly on the back here there's an input for that power supply. Having the external power supply is one of the ways that it makes it really light and really compact. I'm playing a PRS 513 and I'm using a Digitech Polara for the reverb. I've actually got it in the effects loop, which is one of the reasons it sounds really smooth. For what it's worth, I've auditioned this amp through a bunch of different cabinets, 112s, 212s, all kinds of stuff, and it sounds great no matter where you use it. It's powerful enough to do whatever you need to do, and it's also small enough to pair up with this guy, the PPC 108. And this is an 8-inch speaker, and it's rated at 20 watts, and you can see it's black, so it matches up really nice. So right now, I'm playing the Micro Dark through a PPC 112, which is an Orange 112 cabinet with a Voice of the World speaker in it. So I'm going to dial around a little bit on the Micro Dark and show you how versatile this thing is. That's something that's really amazing about it. We'll start everything roughly at 12 o'clock. I like how the Micro Dark is so responsive to your touch and to the volume control. It's a 4-stage preamp, so that's a big part of the reason why, because it's a really complex circuit. To show the range of the gain control, I'm actually going to leave the guitar all the way up and play in a bridge humbucker mode. So you can see on the higher end of the gain spectrum, it gets really saturated, but it still retains a lot of the clarity and a lot of the depth. And now for the shape control, I'll actually put the gain up a little bit higher so it's a little more obvious. Again, a lot of range, pretty extreme, but it's all really usable. The 12 o'clock position is kind of the center point, which is great, so it gives you a lot of range both ways. And as you heard, more mids coming this way, Less mids going that way. So there you go, the Micro Dark from Orange, a versatile amp. I mean, you know, size notwithstanding. It's small and lightweight, which is great, but it's loud enough to play at a rehearsal or even a small gig, and certainly quiet enough and small enough to play at home. So if you have any questions about this or any other Orange product, please make sure to contact your Sweetwater sales engineer, or you can check us out online at sweetwater.com. Thanks.